Sorry. Hello, beautiful souls. As you can see, we're still in the car. We're still waiting for another delivery, but we're also going to make the best of this situation right now while we're waiting. In one of my recent inner engineering classes with Sadhguru, he stated the following, which is, I don't know if this is a direct quote, but it's a rough quote. He said that happiness is not an occasion. Hold on. He says, happiness is not an occasion. It's a constant state of being. Damn, existence. And that's what it is. Happiness is not an occasion. It is a constant state of existence. So what does that mean, and how can you use it to start drawing better things into your life? What it means is that in life, a lot of times we hear that, I don't know why every time I turn this camera on, I start getting hot flashes, but we're going to work through it. In life, we are usually taught that we have to wait for a certain occasion to happen in order to be happy. We have to wait until we make certain grades in school, or until we obtain a certain relationship, romantic relationship status in life, whether that's married or engaged. We have to wait until we have our first child, or wait until we graduate college, or wait until you find a good job, or wait until you weigh a certain amount, or wait until you look a certain way in order to be happy. This is just kind of how we're taught, inadvertently or directly, from the time that we're children up until we are adults. And the message from Sadhguru is so important, because he's saying that, and you'll hear this a lot of, he's not the only person that's ever said this, but it was just in the course that I recently took of his for inner engineering, and that's why I heard it. And I felt the way that he put it was kind of a very poignant way of putting it, which, again, it's just saying that it's not an occasion that you have to wait for. It's an existence of right now, of every single moment. And the way he kind of broke that down was that every single moment that we experience right now in this moment, whatever moment you're in when you're watching this video, right now in this moment, you are having a unique experience, a unique existence in your life. And this moment will never be repeated. Everything that you experience in your life, you experience in this moment. Like, you don't experience tomorrow as tomorrow. You experience it as this moment. You don't experience the future as the future. You experience it in this moment, in the present moment, when it arrives, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, it's still what happens. So I hope it makes sense, is what I should say. And so the importance of knowing that every single moment is inevitable. Every single moment holds within it everything that you need to be happy. You start to realize that you don't have to wait on any event, on any person, on any amount of money, on any career, on any relationships to go a certain way. You can make the choice, the conscious choice as a human being, to be happy in every single given moment of your life. Is that an easy thing to do? Well, no, it is not. If it was an easy thing to do, then no one in this world would be on medication for depression or anxiety or any sort of mood or emotional disorder. So it's not easy, but hard does not always mean good. Easy does not always mean bad. So no, it's not easy to adopt this habit of just being able to be happy in the moment, even if there's no specific physical reason for you to be happy, or any new reason for you to be happy. It is not an easy thing to start doing, especially if you've lived your entire life waiting for a specific moment to give you permission to be happy. But just because it's not easy does not mean that I don't feel like it's worth it for you to do it. I used to take medication for depression, for clinical depression, and I was able to work myself out of that state of clinical depression, out of taking that medication, into a place of existing and being conscious of my existence in every moment, and finding ways to be happy in every single moment that I'm in. Do I do it 100% of the time? No. Is anybody probably capable of doing it 100% of the time? I don't know. Maybe Sadhguru or other life gurus are capable of it, but even as a conscious being, you realize that you're in an imperfect body with an imperfect mind and imperfect, intentions and feelings and things like that. So even as much as you try, you're never going to get this right 100% of the time. So don't do it to the point of I have to do this perfectly. I have to find joy in every single moment of my life, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. Like, don't make it like a strangling yourself to find happiness kind of thing, but just kind of go with the flow and find reasons that you have to be happy. Find reasons that you have, if not to be happy at first, if that's maybe too far of a goal off. Like if you are dealing with clinical depression right now, maybe finding a reason to be happy might seem like a far off goal, but everyone can find a reason for which to be grateful. And gratitude and being grateful is the foundation of happiness and love, if you ask me. So when you wake up in the morning, something that helped me a lot when I was going through my not withdrawal, but my ceasing of taking that medication and ceasing of, behaving as a depressed person, was I would do a morning and evening list of gratitude, 5 things for which I was grateful. And did a lot of research, like, okay, well, what can you put on your gratitude list? Is there anything that's like not appropriate to put on the list? Like, can I say I'm grateful for my fingernails, or can I say I'm grateful for my bottom lip? Like, what can I be grateful for? And the answer is literally anything. Whatever you are thankful for in your life, you can put it on that list. If you want to list more than 5 things, that's great. List more than 5 things. But being in that habit of recognizing anything from A to triple Z for which you can be grateful, and as an extension of that gratitude, happy, it gets you in the mindset of, it gets you out of that mindset of always looking at everything as a negative, which if you are that type of person now, that's okay. Like, it doesn't matter where you start as far as living a life of gratitude, as long as you start, because the moment you can start being grateful for what you have is the moment that you'll be able to start receiving more. You're putting yourself in a position to receive more. But if you're in a position mentally right now where you feel like there's just not enough happiness to go around, or there's not enough blessing or abundance or anything positive, success, money, relationships, love, there's just not enough to go around, you're never going to have it, then it might be very difficult for you to draw blessings into your life and happiness and those things, because in your mind you're so used to focusing on the negative lack of those things. So by turning your attention to what you have to be grateful for on a daily basis, wake up every morning and write down and or state verbally 5 things for which you have to be grateful. And again, it could be anything. Like, on some days I would put everything down from the car that I have, to my dogs, to my relationship with God, to my brain, to my life lessons, to everyone that I've ever met in my life, every relationship I've ever had. Like, you can list anything for which you are grateful. If you need help with that, you can look on YouTube, look on Google, and look up gratitude lists or things for which to be grateful. And you would be amazed at the different ideas, the things that people have come together or have put their minds together to create these lists of things that you can be grateful for. And it really kind of helps you to realize that there's nothing that's outside of the box that you can, be grateful for. If you are thankful for that thing, it's okay to say that you're thankful for that thing. And again, by focusing on what you have to be grateful for, it will start to change your energy from mainly negative to balancing out to eventually being mainly positive. And of course, once you change your energy, you can change what you draw into your reality. So I hope that gives you guys some inspiration to go on and live your life with gratitude. I hope the background noise is not too much. I'm still in the parking lot at Lowe's waiting for delivery. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I really did love that thought from Sadhguru. So that's it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.